Hey everyone, Catherine here, and it is now day 3 of Vlogtober. So today's question is, what is your favorite season? This is kind of a tough one, not because I haven't ever had a favorite season, but because my favorite season doesn't really exist in the state in which I live. I grew up in Iowa, where it is a land of extremes, and you get every single season in all of its glory. So you get winter with tons of snow and ice storms, and summer is really hot and muggy and green, and spring is beautiful, like an entire range of vibrant colors and flowers and budding leaves, all of that. And fall is just a gorgeous display of decaying leaves that are all orange and red and yellow and just really fantastic. And my favorite season there was autumn, and which is kind of strange considering the fact that normally cool colors aren't really my thing, but earth tones are just a whole other level for me. So I now live in Utah, which I basically get summer and winter. That's it. Right now, it is October 3rd, and the leaves haven't really started changing. There's a little bit of red and yellows around, but it's still relatively green as Utah gets, really. It's not vibrant by any stretch of the imagination. And it is so cold outside that what I'm currently wearing, it's just a cloth thing, doesn't cut it. I need a jacket over this. And in Iowa by now, I wouldn't even be ready for this. This would be too hot for Iowa. So it's really frustrating. It's super cold, and I don't like the cold. Which is why autumn was my favorite, because you still have the warmth, but it's just long sleeves, thinner long sleeves, and just fantastically beautiful. And it's just, here it's just, oh, it's warm one day and it is so cold the next, and it's horrible. Like, I'm really cold right now in my own home and the heat is on. So I'm kind of a lizard. I don't really retain body heat unless I am directly under a heat lamp or next to my boyfriend. So yeah, autumn was my favorite, but it doesn't really exist here in Utah. Like, I didn't even get like my week of just light long sleeves. I had maybe one day where I was able to just wear a light hoodie, and that was it. Hopefully I get that at some point again, but it's very unlikely. So now in Utah, I suppose early summer would probably be my favorite, just because it's actually not even early summer, probably, I don't know, it's really tough to say, because summers here are probably the best summers I've ever experienced, because even though we're in the desert, we're at a really high altitude in the mountains, so it's really, like, I mean, we can get pretty hot, but it's never muggy, and it's not really super hot. Like, I've lived in Arizona, and Arizona's awful, and I lived in Texas, and it's awful, and yeah, so I've lived in desert states that are not in the mountains, and they're kind of awful, so this is actually pretty nice. Summers here, that is. So yeah, I guess summer is probably the best. I prefer long sleeves in general, but yeah, it's kind of a reluctant. Summer is my favorite now. Autumn in other states is my favorite. It's just that I don't really get to experience it, so it's kind of rough being like, oh, it's my favorite, because I don't even get to experience my favorite thing, and it's just depressing. So that is my season. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow.